I'm on now. All right. Okay. Let's get this. Let's get this going. See what I'm gonna do here. I don't see nothing that's saying live here yet. Oh man, is that what it's doing? I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's see what's going on. Yep, it is. All right. What's going on, Annapolis? Hello, Vera. No, I am here, Ian. I gotta straighten up when I pop on live like that. I gotta see what's going on with I gotta see what's going on with I gotta change that picture. But anyway, I am here. And this is impromptu. It was supposed to be done Wednesday, but I was rehearsing something at the church, and then I was rehearsing something at the church today. We completed it successfully, so I'm here, and we'll do a little something something here. All right, all right, okay. Let's get rid of this part here. All right, I'm checking you guys on the. Can't get me. Hold on, guys, for a second. Somebody's trying to come in. They don't know what to do, so I gotta send them the. Oh, never mind. She does have it. So she just disrupted my time. Okay, she says she has it. Let's see here. She should pop on and say hello or something. Been a while. Well, it's been a little while since I actually did one. Okay. Hold on. I gotta speak to somebody here. Yes, you can send it to her like I send it to you. And if she can download it, it goes right to her phone. So, yes, I'm giving tech advice too. All right. Okay. So, as I'm looking at this, I wanted to really do something a little more detailed, but as time would have it, I just didn't have the time to really sketch it out and do it. But I'll do something anyway, even though it won't be as detailed. But okay, enough of me yakking at the mouth. Look down below. We got slightly different colors today. Um, well, we still got the cad yellow, but we got processed magenta, quinacridone purple. This time we got some processed. What is this thing called? Cyan. And then we got the burnt umber. All right. Can't say anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm live right now. But what I can do is I can just probably email you the song, and then you can email it to her. All right. Anyway, down here. Oh, uh, titanium white also. We got a little bit of obviously the we got the vegetable glycerin and water. Okay, all right. Now I'll wet the brush. Why am I wetting the brush? It just loosens up the bristles and whatnot. On my lap, I got a giant beach towel so that can prevent me staining up my pants like I have done many others, and it's just quicker. All right, the uh, I'm just getting my bearings together. The glycerin here, what it does, it aids in the blending of the acrylic paint. I'm working with acrylic paint. Hey Maria, welcome. It blends. It helps to blend in the paint, and you'll see that you only need a very small amount of this stuff. Now I'm on paper, so paper is going to soak in this glycerin. All right, and it's probably in the high 60s here. Now, if it's in the 70s or above in here, it would dry up fairly quickly. All right. Now, what I am going to do is I'm going to just add some yellow. I'll put the yellow somewhere around in here. Okay, I'll bring it down, let it fade away, but we're going to do the same thing up here, just let it fade or whatever. Just like that. Okay. All right. I'm going to take some processed magenta, not as much of it. We'll put it right here. Now I'm going in X strokes. I want it to nicely blend down in here and now lightly, just back and forth it like that. Don't matter up here. I just want that nice blend in between here, just like that, right at an angle, like this. All right. Let's take a little bit of the purple, not as much. I'm using like a slight bit on each one. I'm going slightly above. All right, it's the glycerin's wearing off. So I'll just put the glycerin in there like that, and I'll just go back and forth, just like that. Just work it. All right, and gotta get some more purple. Keep that little solid there. Bring it down, just like so. Just like that. Keep it going. It's all right. Keep it going. Keep it moving, like so. Oh, some of this processed magenta. I'll put it right here in the corner, just like that. Just put it in the corner and blend it away, just like this. Just blend it. I'm just crossing X strokes back and forth, just like this. Still keeping with the slightly off angle. Okay, I'm gonna get a little darker up there. I want it kind of solid up in here. I'll keep doing it until I get the shade I want. All right. Back and forth. The more you do it, the more it blends in. Okay. It's like that. All right. So we got this. That's all right, Billy. Don't fret about it. So you got this nice little fade of colors and whatnot going on. Let's rinse off the brush here. I got the camera at a slightly different angle where you would see more of the painting and less of my head. Okay. Now I will take a little bit of the glycerin, just a little bit, a little pinch on the corner of the brush here, and I'll wipe it back and forth here, just like that. And what am I doing? I'm just blending it in a little softer here and there. That's all. If I want more yellow in it, I can get more yellow in it. Just like that. Cross it up in there. All it does is just make it a stronger intensity of the yellow. No biggie. I just want a little stronger. All right. Now, with this sky, I can actually keep the sky the way it is. I still want it darker up here though. So I'm gonna get a little bit of glycerin, a little bit of more of this processed stuff. This blue here. Like I said, it's a different blue that I usually use. It's no big deal. I just want a little darker up there. That's all. Just like so. Back and forth. Bring all that blue, bring it down a little bit. Just like that. Alright, alright. Let's move on. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do for anything down below, but we'll see. I mean, I can match this if I want to put some lake here or something like that. Maybe I'll do something like that. We'll see. We'll just see how this goes. But right now, I'm just messing with colors. Anything with violet in it, especially if you take this and flipped it, it would look like a sunset. Okay. All depends on where you want to go with it, particularly. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Let's put the glycerin in here. I'm just wiping the glycerin off the narrow edge of the brush there. Like I said, I might use it all, I might not, but it's just an idea right now because I'm pretty much going off the seat of my pants here. I had a theme in mind, but I just didn't have the time right now to get it done. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay, whether I use plenty of this color or not, it's debatable. Okay, really. This is the lightest color. Alright, and I'll do the same thing, but I'm going in the opposite direction. Just like so. It doesn't matter if I go all up in here with it. It don't matter. Oh, this Ian. What's up, boss? Oh my lord. You're pulling one of my things. Yeah, I check you out on the big screen too. And I just look at the text. Boy, it looks like one of those TV test colors. That's what it looks like. A little bit of magenta. Now, I'm doing the same thing. I'm going a little bit past the fade color. Okay? That's all I'm doing. And as I'm doing it, I can go dark here. It doesn't matter because what's going down here is something darker. But here, when you're going into the yellow, you're going to lighten up those strokes a little bit. Alright? Lighten them up. That's alright. Just like that. Now, I got plenty on my brush. I'm just taking it off the brush because it's still wet. It's still maneuverable. Alright? Then I'm going to come from the yellow just like that. And I can X stroke it if I want just to blend all that a little bit better. Just like that. And then one of those numbers. Keeping the angles. Alright? This has still got a lot of red in it. But just like that. Alright? So they're corresponding. It's going in opposite directions. Alright? Like I say, I might use all of it. I might not. Okay? But it's just there in case I want to put something there. Now, into the blue here. Just like that. Hopefully you guys can see enough of my hand here. Now, that's enough blue. I'm rinsing off the brush. That's all. And I'll just back and forth fade it. Just like that. If I want to bring more in, I'll bring more in. It's no big deal. X stroke. Like that. Get rid of some of that extra blue that I have in there. I don't need that much. And I'll X stroke in here. The X strokes, what they do, believe it or not, is just help clean it all up. Then you go back and forth, and then that's the end of that. Just like that. Okay. I have more of it come in if I wanted to, if it's like too little of it. But it all depends on what I plan to do with all of this. Right now, it looks like, you know, Prismacolor or whatever. All right. So let's get this moving here. As I'm looking at it, and I'm just thinking, gee, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? You know, well, I can do something a little different today. Let's start with, let's go a little bit of purple here. I'll put it right here. A little purple, a little cyan blue. Just like that. We're on with this brush here. Okay. It's not too slick anymore. That's history. So I'm going to get a little bit of the glycerin. I'm putting it into the paint this time, not on the canvas, right into the paint itself. All right. Okay. Let's go this way. We're going to keep some of that blue. Okay, so we're going to sharply form the clouds around in here. I wasn't really looking for putting any clouds in here, but guess what? They're in here right now. And then I'll just do something like this and wisp it around or whatever. It's alright. Okay, I'm going to just dry the brush off. I'm not going to really rinse it. And we'll go here and we'll just do a little bit of little twirlies here. Now, I would usually use the blending brush to do this, my little mop brush deal. But I won't need that right now. I'll do one of these numbers and just blend it in. I'll just turn the brush around. Just soften up the edges a little bit. Now, if I had more glycerin, of course, it would blend a little smoother, but I'm not really looking for that right now. That's okay. I'll blend it all in just like this. It's alright. Keep crossing it there. Don't worry. Alright, I'm going to Just clean off the brush. Actually, I'm going to have to clean off that color real quick. And lightly fade it out. Light. Using the same tough brush here with those crazy bristle things there. Just like that. Get rid of some of that, fade it right out there. Just like that. Keep going with it. It's alright. Now, I'm going to continue on with that same color, same big old brush. And we're going to darken it right up in here. Just like that. And we'll just keep it going just like that. Get the rest of it. Pop in some down in here. Just get some more purple. Just get some more blue. Pop it right in there. Just like this. And we're going to make a little darker one right up in there. And then we're going to come down. And we're going to let it fade out and do whatever. Right down in here. Make another pocket right up in there. A lot of this might be hidden. Don't know yet. But I'm just putting it in here. Just to give me some options. I'm just cleaning off the brush real quick. Alright. Alright. Hey Shane. Mira's still here. Okay, and I'll just take the bottom edge. I'm just pressing it a little harder because there's no medium here to kind of make it all slick and stuff. And that's fine. That's fine. You'll see what I'll do with it. So in case you feel you're totally destroying stuff, and I'm using a brush I don't normally use for it. Alright, I'm just smoothing things out. Okay. That's all I'm doing. Circular motion, smooth it out. It's alright. Just wipe off the excess. And I'm smoothing it out. And I'm using a brush I don't usually use for this. But it's fine. Don't worry. Okay. It's looking a little crazy, but that's alright. You're alright. Okay. Don't worry. Let's fade it. Get rid of some of that. As you see, I keep rubbing it and rubbing a yellow patch, but I'm not worried about that. It's still yellow. Like I say, a lot of this might be hidden. Okay. All up in here, just extra. That's alright. Don't worry about all of this down in here. Let's mess with that. Let's fade that a little bit. Now what I'm looking at and what I like is the different colors that are popping through here. But watch what I'll do with this. Watch what happens. Because you can make anything happen with whatever you're doing. And like I said, this is totally on the spot here. So don't worry about it. Alright. Watch what happens. Even though I use this giant 2-inch flat brush with this. Watch this. Now that I've got the tones and whatnot working through it, let's get a small we'll do this little thing here. Alright, I'll put it down here. You guys see this little flat brush here. We'll take a wee bit of white. Not too much, just a wee bit. Alright, right on the corner. Alright. And these are just little cute. Now, you know what? Let's put a little yellow in that. I don't want it white because there's no white in there. So we're going to get a little yellow in there. And we're going to play with all of that. Let's start around here. And we're just going to tap a little bit. Just like this. A little tap, 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 tap. Just like that. Just around in there. I'm wiping off the paint. And we'll make some of that disappear in here. Just like that. Just make it disappear. Just like that. Little cute little highlights. Just like that. Now if you want me guys to bring this in, I'll bring it in a little bit so you see what I'm doing here. Alright, and then we'll turn it right here. Now you guys can check it out. Alright. Look down below. Just get a little bit more white, a little bit of yellow, just a little touch. You want it more yellow, but the white helps pop it and bring it right off there. Alright, you don't need too much. Okay, I'm just providing an example really. And right up and around in here. Just like that. And, fade it out of there, whatever. A little something like that. And I'll take it and I'll just scramble the edge out here. And basically what it is just you doing a dry brush deal with it. That's all. Let's get some more. And we're just having fun, just playing around with it. Let's put it around this edge right in here. Just like that. Right around on the edge. Let's get some more white. Get a little bit more yellow. And right in here, right in the, can you guys see? Yeah, you guys can see that. Right in the corner here. Right up in there, just like that. And curve it around a little bit, just like that. I'm just wiping the rust off of my brush here and scrumble away. Now, as I'm doing this, okay, I'm going to tap it, it's mixing in with the colors that's already laid down, which is not totally dry. Here we go, just like that. Looks like little silver linings and stuff like that. Let's put a little teeth, little something up here, just like that, and we'll have it come down like this. Keep that one in dark in the back there, just like that. All right. You can achieve depth and dimension in your clouds doing stuff like this, just like that, and then you just rub the rest out there, just like that. Of course, you guys didn't see that. It's right up there. All right. So let's go back a little bit, so I don't have to do it as much, and we're gonna play around. We're gonna play around all in here too. Do the same thing. Get a little bit, and we're gonna play around just in there like this. So now what sells this is that you got that pocket, that gap in there. All right. And then this stuff just fades away back into the purple. So you can control the intensity of whatever shine you want. All right. Get a little more white, a little more yellow, a little more yellow, a little pinch of yellow here. It's titanium white. I prefer the titanium white. I do it on purpose. Oh, you hear the cord rattling? I don't even pay attention. I don't even notice it. Oh, let's put a little something. Let's have something trailing here, just like that. And then I'll just use my finger. I'll just get rid of that like that. Just the bottom, just like that. And we'll give it a little something here. We'll just have it trailing, just like that. Just something like that. Have it just a nice little pocket right in here, just like so. And we'll just trail it on like that. And I'll just get rid of the bottom, just like that. Yes, I'm blending it with my fingers. All right, just like that. Okay, you keep going and going and going. Matter of fact, I'll play around with some of this just like this, just because I can, and I'm showing it how you can do it yourself. Okay, just like so. And put a little brightness in there, just like that. Just play around, get rid of some of that. We're gonna go up here and do the same thing, but we'll probably have it slightly orange. Okay, so we're just kind of playing around with some very pretty fruity type of colors here. We're gonna come up in here just like that. Put a couple of them right up in here. Can you guys see that? Let's slide the camera over a little bit, just like there, just like that. Yes, I'm using my finger. It's all right. Use what you need to get that effect that you want. Okay, it's all right. You're not gonna melt. You'll be fine. Actually, we scramble some heavier stuff up in there. Like I say, because you don't know what I'm gonna put in front of these guys. But I'm just showing this as an example, just in case you think I really messed up. You can take anything and correct it. Okay. So let's look at what we have so far. See that? All right. Don't worry about all of that. Don't worry about all of this stuff here. Look at what you're doing all out here. We're going to get a nice little rim of color right there. Still using the flat brush. And just a little tap, overlap a little bit. You don't need a terrible blot of paint just to get the effect. Okay, I'll thin that out a little bit. Just like that. That's all you would need. Something of that sort. All right, let's go back into our titanium white. Let's get a little bit of this process. red here, just like that. Okay, let's get a little bit of yellow. We're gonna put that yellow in there. Turn it a little bit orange-ish. A little more yellow. Okay, get a little more white. We're gonna brighten that up a little bit. All right. Anything you keep brightening up like this, it just turns a pastelish color. All right. Okay. Now I got plenty of it on the brush here. We don't need this much, but we're gonna play right in here. Can you guys see that it's too high? So I caught it. All right, right up in there. All right, let's play around. Let's get it heavy with some light right up in here. Just tap away. I'm using the corner of the brush to tap. Just tap like that. Get it kind of thick here. All right. So you got a little bit of trail here. Let's turn this brush around. Get some bright pockets in there like that, and maybe one up in here. You got some bright pockets. It's pretty thick here. All right, thick as you want it, and then you trail it off. It gets thinner and thinner. You got the bulk of the light hitting here, and it just trails off. Okay. Now I got plenty of it, of the paint on the brush, which is not necessarily needed. So I'm just cleaning it off. Just wipe it clean, and then you just take it and you just pat around, soften that edge there, just like so. Tap, 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 tap. See how smooth it gets? See that? See that? It just gradually goes away. And you can shape it, bend it, mold it, fold it, whatever you want to do once you get accustomed to it. Alright. And really just have a good time with it. But look at that. Only takes a few seconds. Okay. Alright. Let's get some more going. Ian, is the cord still rattling? I can't tell. I'm not really paying attention. Oh, you know what? I want it dark around here, so we'll create another one right up around here. Just like this. Just tap. Just like that. You want to have it go up a little bit, and you have it go up. You can create your own cloud bank just with the highlights. And we'll curve him right around like that. Now the paint's coming off of the brush, obviously, as I keep doing it. So I can use that to my advantage and just rub and just fade it out. Just like this. Okay. Whatever brush that you use, if you with experimentation, you know what effect that it gives. Now this guy is kind of bendy and foldy and everything is going all over the place, so you just use that to your advantage. All right. The glycerin is pretty much dry on this. All right, so I'm taking it to my advantage that the paint is still wet, and as it's still wet, and plus there's a little bit of paint on here, I'm dry brushing, I'm scrumbling, and I'm using all of that to my advantage. Okay. Basically that's all I'm doing. Okay. Let's while I got some of this going here, let's use the very edge of this brush. Alright. And you guys can see me here. I'll just tap in some cute little highlights. Just the sun is kind of popping off a couple of these right up in here. Just little bright taps. You don't have to cover every one. Just like this. It's kind of skirting against the edge there. Alright, just a few of them. I don't need too many of them. Maybe even a couple of them popping right up in there. All that matters. Alright, as you look at it. Because remember, just step back and take a look at it. Alright. Okay. Alright. I know what's going on. It's hitting this thing here. So I just gotta move it out of the way. And it's hitting this one. Hitting this one too. Moving it out of the way. Alright. So let's see if we can stop the rattlesnake from rattling over there. Okay. So that's what we got for clouds here so far. Alright. Okay. Now I'm gonna do something sneaky here. And I might as well do it while I'm thinking about it. Let's take a very soft, let's take a tiny one. I bought it, so I might as well use it and dirty it up a little bit. I seen these just because they look pretty, but it's not but a makeup brush, a little blendy thing here, right? It's extremely soft and all of that good stuff. All right, see this yellow? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap this nice soft pretty brush right into this yellow. Get a little bit of white, make it stick out a little bit. You don't need too much. All right, just put more white, fairly thin, almost a dry brush. I'm gonna go in here, watch, and we're gonna tap in a circle. Tap, 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 tap it away, just like that. We're gonna get a little more white, the smallest amount of white. Okay, you're gonna gradually build up a little shine in there. Very gradual, just like that. Circular motions. You still want to see some of that little background in there. Just tap it away, just like that. I'm just tapping. Okay, as you can see, it's getting brighter and brighter. All right, you don't need just a little small amount of titanium white. You already got your yellow in there. You want to do it. It's like almost kind of working it on the down low there. It's just working at it there, working at it. Get some of that bright going there. Now, since I'm centering all this bright right here, apparently I'm not going to let this spot disappear. All right. Now that we got this guy kind of, you can see it sneaking that little brightness right in there. All right. You see that little pocket right there? You really think I'm going to leave that pocket alone? No, I'm not. Get a little bit of yellow, a little bit of white. Very, very coily. Just a few little taps right in there. Just a little bit. Just like that. Alright, I'm wiping some off of the brush. Okay, and we'll go in a little circular motion here. Just keep blending it out. It's not as bright as the one we're focused on it, but it's a little brighter than what we had. Okay, so it's got a little something peeking around there, but it doesn't look like this. Alright, that's all. Alright, that's about it. In here, if I want to kind of mellow some of this out, get the yellow. Now it's got a little tinge of red in it, but we can get away with this. It's got a little more yellow than anything, so I'm going to kind of concentrate on that yellow just a bit. Okay. Still a very soft brush. It's got some of the white because the white will help cover some of that mess. Just like that. Alright. That's all. Very lightly. And you just come on out here and just tap away, whatever. It's no big deal. You can go in circles, you do whatever. Basically, it's just a slick way of getting paint off the brush. Honestly. And these brushes are very soft, so, it's just blending away some stuff. That's all. Okay. It's like it just cleans it up a little bit. Let's get some more. A little bit of yellow. And we'll clean some of that up in here. Just a little bit. Now, I just used only yellow. And you see, it doesn't entirely cover it too much. Alright, you gotta sneak some white in there like that. Okay, just like that. Just keep it in there. Now, I'm just showing you this as an example. Most of this is going to be covered up if I put a mountain or something in there. But I'm showing you what you can do. Okay, if it's too bright, obviously you got yellow, put the yellow back in there to cover all that up. Alright, you just keep at it, keep at it, keep at it, keep at it. Okay, that's all. Just like so. Alright. Nobody's talking, nobody's saying anything. You can talk to me, talk, chat, have fun, be merry. Okay, we're gonna come down it here. Let's move this camera over a little bit. Right there. Alright, we'll just tap away. Just like that. We get rid of some of that. Not necessarily all of it, but we just, kind of fade it out and then we're gonna scrumble away. This is part of the fun of having a brush like this. Okay. Can we get a little titanium white? Just a little tad. And we'll do some more. We'll scrumble it away. Now that might be a little strong. At least you think. We're just covering this stuff up. Don't worry. I'm gonna deaden it with the yellow. So don't fret. Hashtag don't panic. I just need a base to cover some of that. Get a little bit of yellow, not much, and you just tap the yellow in there. The yellow's right on top of the white. So don't fret. Don't panic. Don't have a cow. as Bart Simpson would say. And remember, it might look a little intense now, but remember this stuff dries darker, even the lighter colors. So fret not, panic not. Be easy, guys. Be easy. It'll happen for you. Don't worry. You can always smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out, because you can always go back over it and over it. I just cleaned off the brush real quick here. Okie dokie then. Let's we'll get a little more yellow. I gotta get some more yellow here. We're gonna do something with that spot later on. Because once I get the clouds done, whatever else, depending on my how long I want to stay on line, will determine how fast I get this done. Get a little touch of white, just a little touch. We go into this yellow here. All right, and we'll just play around in here like that, just like this. Keep playing with it. Now remember, you got the color underneath that, so you're not really damaging anything. Let's get a little extra white. We'll put the white right up in there in that yellow. It's in a bright spot, so we can get away with a little bit of this. Just like that. Boom. Right up in there like this. Just like that. And we have to travel some of that down like that. Just like that. Make it disappear. Oh, we'll put some on the edge here. Just like this. Come on down. And we'll put one lingering up around in here somewhere. It's alright. It's just trying to cover some of that there. There. Alright. So let's pull back. Let's see what the whole thing looks like so far. Alright, she's looking like that right now. Okay. Alright. Look like a batch of storm clouds coming in. Okay. Alright, we're going to clean off this little brush here. Colors that you really don't see me use too much of. Alright. Let's do something else now. So we got this situated, and we're going, like I said, we're just going off the seat of my pants here. So let's turn this around. Okay. I can easily slap a mountain in here. Yeah, big deal. Whatever. You see me do plenty of mountains. I can also do a giant clump of trees in here also. And I think I might go that route. Why not? Alright, let's pick some dark. Let's get a fan brush going here. I'll pick a tiny guy. So we got a little fella here, nice little sturdy guy. Okay. This is a number 4. Okay. Fan. Well, what we're going to do is get into now to make this bright be really impactful. You need something dark, and you need something to help push forward. All right. So we're going to get into this. This is, what is this, burnt umber? I think this is, yes, it's burnt umber. We're going into burnt umber. Now usually I would take phthalo blue. We don't have, I have phthalo blue, I just didn't use it. But we're gonna get the burnt umber, get a little bit of this processed cyan, which is, I think it's just really too, it's got, I don't know, it's just too pretty of a color to try to do all this. But we're gonna do it anyway. Now what I got, believe it or not, is a very nice, deep, dark green. So we will work with this. I'm just adding more of the umber. Umber has more green in it anyway. The siennas have more red. Alright. So that's why you're getting the color you're getting. Okay. I could add a slight touch of medium. I don't want it. I just want it to move around a little bit. I don't want it too runny. It just loosens up the pen. I use heavy body acrylics is what I prefer. Okay. Alright, so what's the plan, Stan? Let's get trees coming. I'll do it right now, just a quickie, sketchy thing. Right here, like this. I want the trees to come in this direction, just tall guys like this, right? Tall, angled fellas, much like that. Have them kind of reach up there, you know. These are like the basketball players of the tree world. So they're pretty much like this, right? And so I'm just building really a sketchwork of this thing. It's like that. They're coming slowly down. They're ramping down, down, down. Okay. I'll get a little prettier with them. I'm just sketching it out right now. But now, what's happening is that I'll go in the reverse direction. You got the faraway trees here. They're in different kind of sizes and whatnot. Let's get some more of this. Okay, just like that. And that coming up like that. But what I'm gonna do, let's flatten out the brush. Can you guys? Yeah, you guys can see me do this. Let's get this brush away from my hands for a second. Just like this. I'm pressing, just pushing up, just like that. And I'm gonna narrow it right down like that. All right, so it's like a little island thing jutting out there, just like this, just jutting out here, right? Then we got something kind of curving here. We have more whatever trees or whatever you got going on right in here. It's just jutting out, and then it's gonna come back and it's gonna curve. Just like that. It's gonna curve around here. So all this is just like dark stuff right here, just like that. Don't worry about all that. I just need it dark. Okay. Like I say, there's gonna be other stuff around here anyway, but we're gonna come to a nice little point here like that. So you got a nice little jetty going on here, just more dark. Just pop it in there like that, and I'll use some of that paint and get little things happening, popping off here. All right, but basically it's just dark all in here, just deep and dark. You wouldn't believe that this green came from sienna, but it did. But like I said, this sienna's a brown that has more green in it, or not sienna. I'm sorry, excuse me, umber. Umber has is a brown with more green in it. Sienna is a brown with more red in it. All right, and so I'm just darkening all of this. It's all good. Use the same brush. I am a sucker for using the same brush for just about everything, which is kind of not good, especially if you're teaching. Getting some more of the processed cyan, I'm just stirring up in here. Now, when you want to block in a color, don't use. It all depends if what kind of effect you're getting, but I want a solid color, so no medium, just all dark. If I want dark like this, when I say dark, I don't necessarily mean black. I mean, you can say dark and it be just a deep red, but I want a solid color, nothing really leaking through. Okay, like so, just like that. Don't worry about little bits of yellow showing through this stuff. Okay, it'll dry up and whatever. It's because you're gonna have stuff coming over it anyway. You just want a dark base, more or less, much like that. Okay, you keep playing around with it. Up to you. Okay, nobody's talking. You guys are making me feel self-conscious. Talk to me. Anyway, this is what we have. All right. Okay. So we got this going on. Now you got water. Okay. So far. All right. And even though we don't have a horizon line, your eye kind of sees where it is. All right. And we'll work with that also. But since we're working from the back toward the front, all right, we'll get to these fellas right in here. Okay. Um. No, I don't want to do it that way. We're gonna do something a little. I'll do it the smart way this time. We're gonna take some of this brown, some of this green right here. Okay. I'm gonna get a little bit of white, pop it in there, marble it. We're not gonna totally blend it all out, just like that. All right, and we're gonna cut across. Watch, watch, watch. Let's actually do this. Let's bring it in a little bit because we're gonna concentrate on these guys. So I might as well show you what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get a big, massive bunch of trees here. All right, but right now I'm just gonna put the what you would call them trunks in and bring it on up there like that. Just various sizes and shapes. We'll put it in there. Just get some more of this gray, green, and we're gonna just pop them in there like that. Just put them in there. It doesn't matter. I get a little more white, brighten them up a little bit, because a lot of it's gonna be covered. So let's brighten that. And we're gonna come here and we're gonna do the same thing, just a couple touches, just like that. Or you can just drag it on down. Doesn't really matter. Like I say, a lot of them are gonna be covered up anyway. But you need the appearance of something in there. All right. The trees are being held up by something, right? Just like that. And you would just keep it going. This knife is too big, so I'm just wiping it off on my. I'm gonna use the short end of the knife here. Get a nice paint here. We're going to come here, we're going to add some baby trunks in there, just like this. Pop them in there. Just like that. Pop them in here and there. Can you guys still see that? Yeah, you guys can see it. My hand might be a little bit in the way, but you guys can see it. Alright, so just like that. Don't worry about the streaks and stuff you see in here. Don't fret about that. Do not worry. Hashtag don't panic. Alright, now that we got, let's mix some of this gray in with that green. Put it right in there. Get some more umber. Boom. Get some more blue. Boom. Put it right in there. Let's get some red. Deepen it. Get some more red. I'm going to deepen that a little bit. Ironically, it brings it back to a purple gray, but that's okay. Get some more sienna. Pop it in there too. Or umber. I keep saying sienna. It's not sienna. Okay. Get a tiny bit of glycerin. We're going to loosen up the paint a little. As I'm looking at it here, pop in some yellow. Get it a little more green. And a touch of white. Now, I don't want it blinding, but I need it to separate a little bit from. It's just going to turn it a grayish green, and it's fine. Remember, if it looks a little too bright, it gets darker. Okay. Alright. Brush is saturated with all of this gray green here. Okay. Okie dokie now. We're gonna just shape the trees a little bit. I'm starting with the corner. Now you start with the corner. Okay, now matter of fact, let's get a couple of peaks going in there like this. Just a couple of peaks happening here. Keep going straight down there. Alright, especially up around here. Let's get some dark peaks going here. Just like that. Have some snaking up there like that. Go up there. Vary the sizes. Hey bug. Bye bug. You're not dead yet. Okay, yes, we kill bugs here. It's not public television. They don't have, mosquito rescue on TV. Okay. And we're going to start with some of these trees here. Now these are they're not truly silhouetted, but they're pretty dark, so you want to maintain. There we go. Just like that. I don't want to get rid of all of the, can you guys see that? You guys can see it. I don't want to get rid of all of the so-called trunks, but we're giving the impression of a big batch of trees in there. And we're going to do the same thing here. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to start filling in some of these guys. Now, when it comes to you'll see it during the highlighting, but I'm just fleshing all of these guys out. It just looks like a big batch of trees in there. So you're getting all the striations and stuff to work for you. It doesn't take too much. And we're going to do a couple in here. Just like that. Now I'm going to highlight a few of these guys. And I'll just get a touch and give it a little push up like that. And brighten. So remember, a lot of this stuff is going to get darker as it dries. So if it looks a little too green, trust me, it's not. And we're going to come here on the side here. We're going to get a couple of them. Just a couple of touches. So you have only a few touches to give the impression. Okay. And you don't want to get rid of the bits of yellow. Red, purple. You don't want to get rid of all of that. Okay. I'm just twirling the brush around a little bit just to get some of the, just like that. Just like so. And we're going to highlight a lot of that. Let's get some white. Just like so. Pop in some yellow in that. Just like that. I'm going to loosen up the paint a bit. I'm going to use water to loosen it up. A thin paint sticks with a thick paint. I'll say that again. A thin paint sticks to a thick paint. Alright, so let's look at down here. Alright, just a touch. Boom, you see that? Coming off like that? That's just a touch. That's going to stick to your thicker paint. Follow me. So what does that mean? That means you don't do one of these numbers. Alright, you don't plop it on there and all that. It's not necessary. Okay, it's just a few touches. Alright, Okay. Sure, Nancy. Look down here. The glycerin. The glycerin by itself, without the shampoo, the glycerin by itself comes out like syrup, pretty thick. Okay. Once air gets in contact with it, it's a natural alcohol. This is vegetable glycerin, and it's clear. It doesn't look pinky like this. This is the lotion in it, the shampoo in it, rather. Shampoo, not lotion. Lotion is oil based. Okay, this is shampoo water based. Glycerin is also water based. Vegetable glycerin. Okay, as air gets into it, it gets more watery, like you see now. All right, what this does, because glycerin used to be, in a long time ago, it used to be one of the ingredients in acrylic paint. Okay, but what it does is that it keeps the paint drier, wetter, longer, so you can blend, and so it looks like what you see up above. It's easier to blend, and for about, it depends on how much glycerin you use. It keeps it wet for over 30 minutes or so. It depends on how much you use. What's the ratio of paint to glycerin? All right, but it helps in keeping the paint wet, and it helps in um, blending. Yeah, that's it, really. All right, well, but if I really want something to be thinner to put on top of like other paint, I will use water. All right, the glycerin, it just keeps it. The more glycerin you add to paint, it turns into a glaze, and you can do wonderful things with it. Just glazing stuff over, and it does not dilute the pigmentation. It just makes it thinner and thinner and thinner. Okay, the color will remain the same, but it will just be thinner. All right, it will turn into a glaze. Okay, if you keep adding white to this stuff, it's going to turn brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. You add red or this purple to it, it gets darker and darker. You add glycerin to it, it stays the same pigment, it just gets thinner. I hope I explained that to you. But I get a lot of questions about it, and I expect it. That's cool. It's no big deal. That's what I'm here for. We're gonna add a few touchy highlights to some of these guys. All right, just a few, just like that. Just a few. Come across if you want. Don't get rid of all your darks. I'm just giving the impression of this hitting some of these trees back here. Just a series of soft little taps. Okay. And we're gonna come up here. We're gonna do the same thing. Brighter on one side, which will be the left hand side. All right. See, left hand side. So pop them in on the left hand side. Have some cross into the other fella, just like that. Just like so. See, thinner paint sticks to the thick stuff. All right. And it just takes a small tap. And I'm using the corner of the brush here. Just a corner. All right. So you can't be so bashful. You just gotta sometimes just go in there and just do it. Some people are very skittish. Um, but this is the only way you're gonna learn. You just have to do it. And as you're doing this, okay, as you're doing this, just step back and look. All right. Step back and look and see what you're doing. See what it looks like. Okay. I can put some bright stuff in there like this. See it? Yeah, I can just tap it very light. This is still a thin paint. Okay. I think you guys can see some of that down there. All right. And remember, we got reflections and all of that good stuff. All right, so got that freaking mosquito. He'll be dead by the end of the night. I guarantee it. All right, I see it. I see the insect's future. No problem, Nancy. Dorothy, hello. Okay, anybody else? Any questions? Because I'm basically just waiting around to see if anybody got any questions. If not, we're gonna move down below here. Now, I have a series of the trees here. Okay. If I want, cause I can get rid of some of that stuff in there. It might be a little too dark. If it's too dark or too much of it, I just pop a few in there like that. I can actually make that a little darker. I'll get a little bit of the red, pop some of this red in the green mix here, deepen it a little. It just makes a deeper blue gray, just like that. And I can just go back across and make some just like that. Now those look a little bit better, keeping them dark like that. And I don't need too many of them in there, just to darken them up a little bit. Some nice trunks in there, come down below here, just like that. I don't need a lot, just like that. That helps a lot. All right, let's clean that brush off real fast here. Okay, we're gonna move on to the guys in the front here, which will be a little darker, a little more detailed. Okay, I won't have them so tall that they'll obscure what we just put down here. Okay, so let's get some more burnt umber. Now, as I'm looking at this, even though I'm going by the seat of my pants here, I know what I'm going to pretty much add after I do the reflections. And it'd be a little something something around here somewhere, but maybe I don't know, a rock or whatever. Who knows? But I'm gonna do something pretty clever. Let's slide this over for a second with this horizon line here, because you don't really see a line here. Only thing that gives you a hint of something is just this little land jutting out here. But you don't see anything continuing. But we're gonna do something. Okay. So I got a little trick up my sleeve as far as that is concerned. Let's get a little umber. Let's go into this dark right here. Umber. Yeah, get some of that umber. Now we're gonna get some red. We're gonna deepen this. It's gonna turn a little purpley gray here, just like that. I need it deeper. So back into the you know what? I'm gonna use the phthalo blue. Phthalo blue will really darken things up. So we'll put the phthalo blue right here. Phthalo blue is usually my go-to color because the cyan is just too bright and pretty girly and all of that. And we'll put this. Now this mixed in with red will deepen it. What little bit of red I do have, and it's okay. There. Now you can see the color difference. Okay. I got plenty of it here, so we're good. I don't have to thin it or anything because I want this just come in front of these guys, but they're going to be shaped differently. All right. First of all, we're going to get a nice strong base of color here. You can see the color shift as I do this, and this is just heavier paint, deeper blue. So I got a deeper base color here. That's all. Just blocked it in. No more, no less than just blocking this stuff in. Just like that. We'll kind of have it come out a little bit like that. Alright, so all I did was block it in. Now you can see the difference here. We're not going to go as high because we want to see some of these guys here. Okay. Thank you, Dorothy. I didn't announce this on Facebook. I just popped right on here. I was supposed to do something like this yesterday. Alright. And we're going to take it and we're going to, I'll just do a nice line right here. And we're going to have a little more care with these guys. We're just going to, now I use the tip of the brush, and I like my middle of the pine trees to be kind of full. All right. And they're dark. It is a deep color. Okay. But we're not going to, like I say, overshadow these guys in the back a little bit. And we're going to put one, we're going to put one right around here too. Another one. It's like that. And we're going to, just the corner. I'll highlight these guys. Obviously, I'm going to highlight them just like so. And we're going to put one right up in here. It's like this. Right here. Now, I'm only doing that so you guys can see it. If I was by myself with the camera off, I would just slap it on there and then that would be that. But I'm showing you how you can do it. Now, I prefer, like I say, the middle of my trees to have a little body in them. It's just the outside edge that gives you that impression. Now, as I'm doing this also, I'm not totally blocking in everything. You see a little bit of yellow there, that little bit of yellow in there? All right, that's important. You got me? Okay. All right, I think we're good as far as that's concerned. As I'm looking at it here, let's get a little bit of white. We'll put the white right in here. I got plenty of paint on my brush, and we're just taking the white. Gives it that grayish look there. See, you really want to know what color something is, put white into it, and there you go. All right, so that's pretty thick gray stuff there. I'm gonna get some water. I'll thin it out a little bit. Because remember, a thin paint will stick to a thick paint, not the other way around. And you don't have to add as much pressure. All right, and we're just gonna tap, tap, tap away, little light taps like this. Boom, just like that. See this? See how that works? Bring some across there, just like that. See that? Give the impression of that guy being lit up on one side. All right, we can do it again. Just tap. Have no fear. Tap. Bring some across the other side of the tree. Some in the middle. Come on down. Just like that. Okay. No problem, Ian. I know it's pretty early in the morning for you over there. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it, boss. And I liked your live too. That was great. And we're coming across for the other tree here. Now, remember, I'm still mindful even though I destroyed that yellow blight. Remember this one here. We're going to keep that. Just like that. Bring some across. All right. Just like that. And as we're doing that, we might as well add some grasses in there, right? I'm taking this brush. Uh, Here. No, let's go on the bottom screen. Look at the bottom screen here. Okay, as I bring it up towards you guys, you see all of that hand happening right here, right there on the top of that brush. All right, it's gonna give me a pattern. Look down below here. Look, right about here. Uh, Now let's look over here. You should be able to see it here. I'm gonna go in the reverse. As I do it, it's gonna touch. See that? Touch. There. If you guys can see that. No, you guys can't. It's just out of camera range. You guys aren't gonna see that. I'm gonna have to do it up here. Can you see it? I know where you can see it. You can see it right here. I'm gonna press down, give it a little, just like that. Okay. Which is gonna look like long leaves, long grass, or whatnot. And I'm gonna do the same thing up here. Just zoom in for a second. I'll show you. Like I said, you can use these techniques in whatever um, painting that you see fit that needs it. Okay. Now you just press and flick up. It's like that. Just like this. See this? See what's going on? Just like that. It is thin paint that's doing this. Alright? Just like that. Like so. So easy that's done. Now, let's see if it's too light. Let's get some darker stuff and we'll pop some of that dark back in there. Recover some of that dark. Look at that. Now you got depth again. See this? Look at that. And all I did is just reclaim the dark a little. That's all. Just like so. So easily that's done. Alright. Okay. All globbed up with paint. I don't see myself. Well, yeah, I can get away with it. Let's do that while I'm thinking about it. Let's pull the camera back a little bit while I got some of this dark going. Let's stick right here for one moment. Let's get this dark right here. Add in here. Just like this. Okay, now I had plenty of the let's get some more blue. This phthalo blue will kill some of that phthalo blue. And a little bit of red. We'll get it pretty dark here. If I can. I'm gonna need more red. Hold on one second. I'm not a big fan of processed magenta being used for dark. It's just not deep enough red. I usually go with the Grumbacher red, or I'll just use CAD red or whatnot. But I'll use this stuff. It'll work. Yeah, get a little brown. A little bit of this blue here. Just darken it up a little bit. Okay, now with this stuff, we went kind of a dark bluish again. Work on a little bit of the reflection here. Now my reflections can go any which way I want. Typically, you guys usually would see if I put the glycerin down and then take it and aim downward, and then I take the dry brush and I go around and you see little waves going or whatever. That's one way. I showed you plenty of that on the videos. We're gonna go pretty standard here today. All right, so we'll take it thin brush, and we usually wouldn't use a fan brush. We're gonna use it today because the striations and stuff. We're gonna take this. See this? Watch. Look what I'm doing. Look. See this? Kind of a slow, meticulous way to do it, but it adds a little more detail. I'm bringing it out like this. Bring it out. As I'm bringing it out, I'm gonna come back. I'm coming back. You get the little zigzag pattern happening, and I'm pressing a little bit because this is thicker paint. It's okay, and then we'll just top it off right there, just like that. All right, now that's just one. It gets a little obscure here at the base, of course. All right, just like that. Now that's one down. This guy's a little taller. Remember, he's a little taller. And you have it go the other way if you want. It runs into the other one. It's no big deal. Just like this. Keep some of that color in between those. You see this? As I'm just going back and forth. He's a little taller, so he's going to come almost near the edge there, near the tip there, like that. You got the third one. It's all right. Third one, right in here. Go right off the tape. And he's a big one, so he's coming right off the page there, just like so. All right. You got your reflective grass down there and whatnot, just like that. All right. So let's pull back. Let's see what you got. All right. I'll see what you have so far. Okay. The only thing that's not separating, I gotta put obviously a little border, not a border, but some where the land meets the water right here, and that'll bring that out and then bring it out towards you. You follow me? Okay. Now look out the blueness here, the deep gray blue here. All right. But look what happens when it dries. See how much darker it is? Same thing with the grass. It was really bright, but as it evaporates, it gets darker. So everything gets darker. You follow me? Okay, and there is a color difference between these two. All right, but your eyes are going to still see the traditional type of greenish, whatever the color evergreens would be. All right, but this is like a sunset or whatever, so everything's a little deeper in color. All right, it's not all popping in your face or whatever because the sun's either coming up or coming down. Um, so, okay, let's move right along. Let's do something here. Let's establish a quick horizon line while I'm thinking about it right now. But I'm not going to do the horizon line like you think I'm going to do. Alright, this is also another idea you guys can have for free. Alright, if ever you want to attempt a painting like this. So let's look at this horizon line. Let's zoom in for a second. And we'll put it over here. We'll take care of this right now. I'm going to have to pop this light off. Okay, now look. We can go a couple ways with this. Obviously, you can come here and that would be your instant horizon line. Okay, but I don't want that. Your horizon line is going to be just past that outcrop right there. It's here. Alright, right in there. Boom. Watch what we're going to do. Usually, you would obviously slap a line right there, right? And then you highlight the line, and then that's your horizon line or whatever. Yeah, blah. Let's go for something a little different. Of course, I'm going to use the same fan brush. No medium. A wee bit of white. It's titanium white. Alright, on the brush, look at this. Look at that little piece of speck of white. Watch what happens. Now, I'm going to do this for you guys. Let's pop a line right up in there. If I can get one with this paint. Right up in here, something like that. Alright, I don't know if you can even see it, but there's a little line there. And I'll make it a little bit stronger because it's going to disappear anyway. One more time. This little line. There you go. Line right there. All right. There go your horizon line. You follow me? Well, watch what I'm going to do. I'll just tap some fog bank in there. Just like this. Boom, boom. I'm just mashing it in there. We're going to create some. I'm not going to go below there. It's going to stay all above, right up in here. Just mash it in there like that. I'll probably color it a little bit. All up in here. Let's get the smallest amount. All I mean a small amount of blue. I'm wiping most of it off. I'm wiping most of it off of my just a little bit right up in here. Just in here. Just the tint. We're gonna tint that white a little bit. Let me clean off that blue because blue stains pretty good. All right, go back another touch of white. Okay, and we're gonna blend that all up in there. It's just gonna tint it with blue a little bit. It's got water mixed in a little bit of water in there, but that's okay. Just like this, just like that. I'm wiping it off my brush, and we're gonna just stir it around in there a little bit, just like that, just like that. Get a nice little fog bank going. I can reclaim all of that, so I'm not worried about that. Now that we got it tinted a wee bit bluish, okay, just like so. Okay, go back into nothing but titanium white. I don't care if the white sticks on like 4 hairs on your fan brush. It doesn't matter. Once again, we're gonna go from the top, and we're gonna tap, just tap. It gets a little maybe monotonous. It depends on how much time you want to delve into this. Okay. All right. Your fog bank will become your horizon line. Okay. It's all right. Keep moving. Keep it moving. Tap, tap, tap. It's okay. Tappy, tappy, tappy. And we're gonna rub some of that out right in here. That's gonna disappear. Don't worry about that. We'll take a little bit of, if I got some left. Let's see if I can eke out some yellow somewhere. I don't want no blue in it. I want nothing but yellow, maybe a little bit of white. So let's turn it. Get a little bit of yellow. We're gonna go on another spot on the board here. Just a touch of yellow here. We're about, more or less, about 90% done. More or less. We're gonna get a little bit of yellow, a little bit of titanium white, and we're gonna pop out a spot right in here somewhere. Just like that. A little more yellow. Just like that. I'm gonna tap some of that up in there. Just like that. We'll fade some of that like that and get the rest off my brush because I don't need too much of it. Just like this. Fade that right out of there. Okay. Gonna get a little bit of white. Just a little bit. And we'll pop some of that in there. It's like that. Just a little bit. Little. And we're gonna reclaim some of that dark too that I may have overstepped with the little fog there. Maybe we'll put a little bit of some of that stuff misted in here like this. Just like that. Okay? Just like that. Now watch this. Go back into this gray. We're gonna reclaim some of that dark here. You guys can see that, but look at that. Very mysterious. Okay? But we'll reclaim some of that dark right up in there like that. And maybe a few of them right up in there. Just like so. Just like that. See how we reclaim that? But look, you see how it's rolling in? There's your horizon line. Alright. You guys can use it for free. That's yours. Okay, let me stop playing with you and let's go on. So hopefully you guys can see this and this helps you out in your own painting venture. Okay. Right from the dark spot there, come down. Come downward. Look, come down. Don't cover everything. Let some of that shine through. Alright. Keep going down there like that. I want to turn it this way because you got a tall one there. See that tall one? Match it. Match that thing. You got a few here. You got that one there. Give him a little one right there. It's alright. just like that. I don't really have to add too much down all in here. Okay, just like that. Just just match it. Okay. Now watch what I'm gonna do. Because after I get done doing what I'm doing here, we're done with all of that. We're gonna start with something in the foreground, and then we'll be done with this. And let you guys continue. I know a lot of you guys work, and some of you guys are in different areas of the world and all that good stuff. Let's take a tiny palette knife. All right, and we'll take this little guy. Okay, okay, we're gonna take the yonder palette knife. We're gonna move over a little bit. We're gonna start with this one far away here. Okay, we'll get a little bit of, well, a little bit of yellow we got left. We're gonna put it right here. It's turning green. It's okay. Get a little bit of white. I'm gonna mix that right up in there like that. It's okay. Just like that. Don't need more, any more than that. Get a little bit. Put it on the palette knife. I just got my knuckles gray, so it matches my last name apparently. Okay, we're gonna come over here and very lightly rub across. Some of it will come off. Some of it will not. Go straight as you possibly can, just like that, and then stop. That's all I need. I need no more, no less of that. Let's move on. Right over here. This fella got a little curve to him. All right. This is how you do this. Let's get some of this. What you do, now remember, it has a curve, but still water's flat, even though you got a curve here. So what do? Left or right handed? Right here is where you go. I'm just pressing down right here. Right here. Now as it curves, alright, it's like a little back and forth like this. See that? Keep it going, keep it going. If you gotta get some more, get some more. But see how it makes automatic little ripple waves and all of that good stuff? I'll bring some out there like that. Just like so. Let's get some more of this. And we'll bring some of that nice glow right across here. Like that. Some more. Let's go to face. See that? If you don't add the sound effects, it never works. Okay, but stuff like that. Cutesy little things. All right, that helps. Somebody open up their wallet and want to purchase something. Cute little deal like that. All right. You guys remember the sunlight hitting those clouds back there? Look at that. See what happens when it all dries? See how subtle that is? And it's got a little bit of that red in it. Reddish orange all up in there. This one's a little more yellow. See that? Alright. As you get lower down, it's got some of that brightness there. Okay. Got the reflections happening there. See how it matches there? Got a little one right there. People key into detail like that. Just say it. Alright. Okay. Instant horizon line, even though you don't see a physical horizon line, you see the fog rolling in. It's rolling in all between the trees. When you do stuff like this and you put stuff in front of it, it makes whatever's in the back even larger, even though it's further away. All that psychological stuff. Alright. Enough of that. Okay. Let's put something more or less right here, and it will just help cup everything in it, and balances it all out. All right. Obviously, whatever I'm going to put here is going to cover up a lot of that. Okay, and it's fine. That's cool. No problem. Okay, let's have fun. Let's get a flat brush. We're going to utilize whatever dark I got left here. Okay. All right. Look down here. We got a little bit of this phthalo blue. We'll have the phthalo blue right here. All right. I'll pop out the purple. Put the purple and the blue together, just like that. Get the rest of this brown. Put it right in there. Pop it right in there like that. Something dark, just like this. No glycerin at all. Pure paint. I want it to be covered. Okay. All right. Here we go. Now, all depends how big do I want this guy. All right. Do I want it to at least start up here, then come across, whatever? But then it may lose a little bit of the impact of what's down there. Can I put it maybe right here and come down and maybe a little peak there? Eh, I could, because if I put too much of the rock here, it's gonna kind of kill some of that. But I like this. Okay, so I could put it halfway, but if I put it halfway, it has to come out more, which covers up some of this. You see the choices? Okay, so maybe it will have, it will peak. Well, I'll just show you because I already decided in my mind what I'm gonna do. So it'll peak here, like that. And um, let's do something creepy. Why not? It's going on October. Let's see if anybody knows that looks like a freaking face or some kind of ape head or something. We'll see. And then we'll have a little nah, we'll keep it just like that. Okay. Big old ape lip looking whatever. Alright, we'll play around with that. Why not? Okay. I kinda like this color. I think it looks pretty cool. So I'm gonna do something with it. Well, thank you, Maria. Nobody else wants to talk to me. I feel neglected and rejected. Hopefully, as I'm playing with you guys and just talking a bunch of junk, that I'm saying something that really helps you out and gives you the encouragement to try something either like this or something similar. What I'm giving you is the technique, the technique on how to do this. Okay, really, that's all I'm doing. All right, let's get my script liner here. I'm still playing around. All right, I'm getting a little water, just loosening the script liner a little bit. I like this dark, so I'm gonna take advantage of while I have it here. And of course, I'm gonna be cheap. This is the cheapest way to do an eagle. Let's come up here. Let's bring it way up here. Right up here. Oh, let's put this guy. Oh, we'll put him. Oh, right around here. Give him a wingspan. I think you guys can see where I'm at here, right? Yes, you guys can see it. Let's put him right here. Let's give him like that. I'll just put one there for today. All right. There you go. Cheap old eagle. That's our cheap eagle. All right. Go back down here. Okay. Let's mess with ape face here. Call him ape rock. All right. We'll play with light and shade. We'll have a little fun with gorilla face rock there. Oh, okay. Let's put the glycerin away because we don't need it. We actually didn't need it for a while now. So we'll put glycerin away. Oh, if you decide to get glycerin or whatnot, put it in a nice little airtight container. It helps save it. You dip it upside down or whatever, stir it around. It's all good, and you put it away. Okay. Let's play with ape rock. Let's get some of this glycerin off my hand here. I can use whatever, a little bit of titanium white. Okay, let's move the water over. Now we got. I can add the white to this and it just turns a blue gray, or I can add the white to this and it just turns a lighter gray. But this one's got glycerin and stuff all on it, so it's really up to me if I want to continue to use it or just use the dark stuff. I put a little bit of this in it, purple. Now I got the purple here. Okay, if I want more of a rock color, I will just use the opposite of purple on the color wheel, which is yellow. All right, so we'll put a little bit of yellow right there. All right. Whatever color you use, if you use the opposite color, you're going to brown it out. Or it gets kind of gray. I'll show you. There. See that? It's getting all browned out there. Actually, it's an actual cool gray. Okay, actually that's a warm gray. Just like that. If you put blue and orange together, you get a same type of effect, but that's actually gray. If I put white on that, you'll really see it. All right. So, but that's the color you'll get just stirring it around. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do with this, if you, I got the camera still on, so let's bring it up here. Uh, look what it looks like when the light hits it. You see this? Uh, you see those bumps there underneath? They're like little stalactites or something like that. We're gonna use that to shade or to highlight the rock and stuff like that. Okay. Usually you would use plenty of it to get that type of texture. There you go, like that. Okay, let's zoom on ape face here. Thank you, Shay. Okay, gorilla face. What am I going to do with gorilla face? First off, the sunlight is highlighting right here, so most of that will shine on his gorilla head. Okay, but let's get the main bulk areas done first. Basically his forehead. So we're gonna come here on his forehead. We're gonna round it out a little bit. It still maintain a little rocky look with him. And so we'll just tap, get a little tap drag like that. It's probably up here on the top. Just tap drag like this. Just like that, just on the highlights. It's like you were doing an actual face there. Just like that. You don't need too much. I'm tapping in some more. I'm messing more or less with the tip of this thing because he's got a brow here. So we're going to highlight that brow just like this. Just tap. We're going to highlight the brow, and the brow's going to come down a little bit. We'll just keep playing with him just like that. Brow comes down like so. Okay. Hold on for a second. Who is this? Who the heck is this fool? Get out of here. You're bothering me. All right. Sometimes when people want to friend you, then they start sending you adverts and stuff. And that's when I block their behind. Okay. There's his brow. Leave the brow be. Underneath is will be his eye and whatnot. Here's his nose and mouth area right here. Tap a little bit, and we're gonna bring that right on around, just like so, just like this. And we're gonna come around, just tap and leave it be like that. Okay. Bring it up around in here a little bit, and then the bottom lip here, right up in here, and we're gonna bring that right down, just like that. And we're not coloring it like a crayon. He's got pockets of dark and light in there, which is going to be more accentuated when put his lip in there too. There, just like so. All right, let's get some white, and we're going to brighten up the same color. We're just going to have it brighter, just like that. All right, now you can see it, maybe not. Trying to get it where it can catch. It might be too bright for you guys to see it there. That little bit in there, but it is sticking there. Okay, this is gonna this loose paint is gonna catch what I already put on here. All right, so very lightly, I'm gonna just slide across. It's gonna catch what it wants and leave the rest, just like that. Here we're just gonna slide it lightly across, just like that, and we'll curve him around, just like that. Curve him a little bit, like so, right around that brow, and curve that brow around like that. He got a cheekbone there, right? So we're gonna put the cheekbone in there, right up around here, and curve it around. Just tap, just like that. So homeboy got a cheekbone right there. Look at that. I know I'm just playing around. All right, and we're gonna give him the bridge of the nose right up in here, like so. Boom. Now his lip just takes a line like that, and then we'll just slide a little bit of color right up around there. Still want to obscure it a little bit. Give people a choice to decide whether this is an animal or not. Okay, where his ear would be, right in here. Just like that. Okay. Okay. I know. Creepy. Weird. Sue me. I won't put an eye in there. I won't need to. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Let's pull back. Alright, let's bring it on this side. And we'll pull back the whole thing here. Okay. I mean, I can call it ape rock or whatever. But we'll see how much the ape face remains when I peel the tape off. Okay. We got one more thing to do here, I believe. And it's called a signature. I'll pop a signature in here. Once again, I do thank you for spending your time with me this evening. I do appreciate it. If you would like to donate to the cause, I do have a PayPal link. It doesn't matter. $50, $5, $2. I don't care. It all helps getting more paint supplies, more canvas or whatnot, to help bring these to you in a timely manner. Because I burn through a lot of this stuff. Oh, let's put the signature right around in here. Hide it in the waves a little bit. But I do appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. I never take it for granted, ever. There we go. Alright, let's take the tape off. Let's see how bad um, the glycerin seep through. Glycerin will seep through Scotch tape. Not as bad. It depends on how much you put on it. Okay. I pull, and lift, and I'll just put it right in the garbage here. That way, the color don't rip into the. Let's get rid of this camera. We don't need this. It won't rip into the painting. I've done it, and I've done it on a live. Thank you, Shane. So far, so good. It's got a nice, crisp, sharp border to this thing. Okay. We're peeling off the bottom here. There. We got one more. And here we go. There. Alrighty then. Let's see if I can somewhat center this thing. There we go. Alright, there's the completed painting. I'll turn the light on here. There we go. Alright. Alright, well, there you go. There you have it. You got the reflections, and you got distance, you got depth. I didn't add too many outrageous highlights for the trees here in the front. Everything's still kind of muted and dark. Ironically, though, one of the brightest things besides the sunlight would be the rock itself. But I did tell you in the beginning of the video I was going to do something with this, and we're going to do it because it did slip my mind, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. Oh, I got yellow. I got yellow. Okay, here we go. Let's take a half inch. Let's dip a wee bit into the white. Let's go on the corner here. You guys can't see me do this, but I do got a little bit of yellow left. I got some white, and I'm gonna dip it in together. And I'm taking most of it off of the brush, ironically. Okay. Because sometimes you only have one pass at something like this. Alright, I just stained it with gray, so I gotta clean off the brush again. Alright, it only takes a second there. That was my bad. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Got a little bit of white, a little bit of yellow. Very little on the brush. It's on the side of the brush here. So let's zoom in a little bit. Just a little. Alright, right up in here. Alright, I'm gonna take the brush flat. very flat, and we're gonna like let's say the main point is like somewhere around in here, and we're gonna take this brush and we're gonna go right across. Now it appears you don't see much, and I'm glad because you're gonna have to keep doing it and doing it. All right, so we'll do it again. All right, do it again. You just keep wiping. It'll come across. You just keep doing it in layers. But trust me, you would rather do it this way than try to do one swipe and you mess up. That would just plainly be horrible. I want the hint of the sun rays, but I don't want it going across the trees. All right, because these rays are a little far away. Okay, but as you can see, I believe you can see them. It's starting to form there, and I'm gonna leave it alone, just like that. Leave it alone. You're gonna go in another direction. Okay, I'll just kind of rub some of that there. Let's put one coming up this way. I don't have to have it reach. Get some more white. Just a touch more white, a little touch of yellow. And very light. I'm not forcing it. I'm not pressing it down hard. Okay. We're gonna get one coming this way. Just like that. Another one. Keep going. Just like that. Keep going. It's alright. Just like that. I'll turn the brush around. It's okay. Just like that. All right. I know you guys can see a little bit of that. Well, I get a thin line one coming this way. We just have it shoot this way. It's all right. Just he's. It's like the X Files. You don't know if you see it there or not. But there you go. Just like that. All right. Don't make them too blatant. All right. Just a little hint of something in there. Okay. Oh, I guess I gotta have something sneak this way. Just a little tease of something right about there. Back and forth. Just like that. Back and forth. Just like that. Just like so. Just like that. Just a little hint of maybe it's there, maybe it's not. All right, just a little hint. You can see it over there. Just a little bit. Okay. Now, that's all you need. Okay. And that's all she wrote. All right, guys, let's pull back. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. But the sun rays are back there. Okay. Um, I'll take a good clear picture of this and post it. I don't know what I'll name it. I'll name it something. But thank you for your time. Thank you for checking this out. Give me thumbs up if you like. Give me thumbs down if you don't like. I love to hear your comments. And I will see you when I see you. Thank you for checking out this live stream. God bless. And you guys take care of yourself. In peace.